Alright, welcome back everybody to the Chupacabra's lair. I am Larry the Chupacabra, and we are continuing our viewing playthrough of watching Savrek at the helm murdering shit and don't starve. The survival game. It's amazing.
That's me. Hi, guys.
Woo!
Whee!
I have, of course, Larry the Chupacabra. I think I said that already? I think I said it already. Whatever.
Probably. They need to know. Don't forget.
It's incredibly important. I'm the only English-speaking Chupacabra in the Northern Hemisphere. There's maybe like one or two yokel versions of me in the Southern Hemisphere.
Okay, so here's the thing. There's this random pig man. And I have a log suit, and I have a big pointy stick.
Let's murder the shit out of him.
Let's do it.
Normally this would be a really dumb idea, but the good
He's
news
by
is...
himself.
Yeah. A lot of times they'll spawn in big villages with a king, but go back and get that... What else did he drop? He dropped something that might have been important. Oh, was it seeds?
Seeds. Yeah, I don't need those.
Yet. We will soon.
Make some
Seeds are
farms.
weird. Seeds are spawned by birds that drop them. I don't know where they're getting from. I think they're stealing them from Walmart. They're just in the seed section. Janet, why are all these crows in here? I don't know. They're those weird Asian crows what pick up loose change and get vending machine food? What? Did you hear about that, Savvy?
No.
So some scientist managed to do this experiment where he put a machine in the park, and what it would do is every day at a certain time, at a random time, it would drop a bunch of coins and peanuts, and then the crows would come eat the peanuts and fart with the coins. Eventually, he started weaning them off of the free peanuts, and then the crows were like, okay, the peanuts are gone, but there's these coins, and there's a place to stick the coins. You guys think what I'm thinking? Yahtzee? Close enough. It's stupid. And then they stuck the coins in there, and then peanuts came out, and they taught them how to use vending machines. So apparently, they tried this in a couple other locations, and now birds will actually find loose change and put them in vending machines and get, like, chips out. Then they'll tear open the chip bag and eat chips. I saw this when I was on, like, an intelligent animal bender on TED Talk. And they actually proved that crows were super intelligent in that they put them in there with, like, a metal hook made from an old wire hanger. It wasn't even bent yet. They just gave them a piece of wire. The frickin' crows learned how to make a hook and fish that shit out of a can to get the meat. And I could have sworn, like, the second that shit happened, like, the one scientist turned to the other one, just slapped him. You fool! You've killed us all! And now I'm just trying to see if we can't get those same scientists to teach dolphins and whales how to use Glocks, and we'll solve the Japanese whaling problem overnight when empty ships come back to port.
It's a great plan. The master plan. I'm gonna plant some more trees nearby. So that way
This will also be perfect for when we want to piss off a keeper of the forest. Because I want to piss off a keeper of the forest. Did I ever tell you what happened the first time I pissed him off?
No.
So I was just like,
I will just finish cleaning up these trees and go back to base before the evil wolves attack me.
because eventually your character's like, I hear puppies, and then dogs come and try to rip your face up with their teeth. And I finished cutting down two trees. There were 2 trees left. I didn't know this, but after day like 20 or something, 2 of them can spawn. And 2 of them spawned just as the dogs came. And so I'm running back to base with 2 keepers of the forest. I figured they won't follow me that far. No. They followed me all the way to base. And so there I am, just fighting off these 2 freaking drunken trees while like 7 wolves are trying to murder me. And eventually I kill one of the wolves and it sets the trees on fire, and the trees are just like, what did you just do? So now the trees are just battling it out cage match style with these wolves. And long story short, we get to the point where I'm fighting one last mostly burned off tree monster. He's just like, you're a dick. And I'm like, yep, I know. And then I stabbed him in the face and stole his magic tree parts.
Where? Oh, it's under structures. I'm dumb. Okay, made a chest to Put my stuff
You better
in.
put some fire down, because it's almost night.
Oh shit, you're right. This-
You can use that plank. They work pretty well. It's basically the equivalent of putting down 3 logs, so it's a great way to store fuel. See, whoosh. Full fire. So like I was saying before, might not have been gotten into the previous recording after editing, but you might notice that we're getting less and less nighttime as we play along. That's not a reward for doing well, that's just seasons changing. So eventually we'll get like a sliver of night, and then we'll start to lose daytime, and gain nighttime like we're doing like daylight savings time change. And shit will magically, you know, come to try and murder us, and the seasons will defy our existence. Namely the wintertime. And the wintertime is what we're basically preparing for by building this base because it wants to kill us.
So I made 3 more traps to catch the little bunnies in.
Let me go find a recipe for when we start getting hungry again for froggy legs. You can turn mandrakes into soup. If you mix frog legs with pretty much any vegetables whatsoever, 3 of any vegetables, it will create a froggle bunwich.
I don't even know what that is, but I want it.
It's basically a Subway sandwich made of frog. And then a fish plus corn equals fish tacos. Plus whatever else.
So I'm gonna venture down south, see what else I can kill. Maybe kill some trees.
Oh, you can mix fish and butter and sticks and make fish sticks.
So, the thing I just touched was a mysterious dirt pile. And apparently, if you find enough of them, it leads you to a big elephant. Or something.
And you murder them for... They're multi-limbed elephants, too. They got more legs than they should. They've got little antennae, if I remember right. And you murder the shit out of them, and they drop their trunk in a bunch of meat. And you can make the trunk into a stylish Cruella de Vil type coat. And I'm not saying that I would, morally agree with the decision to turn those animals into coats, but I am saying that Dalmatians are horribly inbred animals, and maybe breeding 100 of them is probably a really dumb idea.
Would agree.
There was this great comedy sketch I was checking out a while back where this guy's just like, I think the reason why they use Dalmatians at the firehouse isn't by, like, aesthetic choice, but more that they're so stupid they can accomplish miraculous things and somehow live. And then, like, he just describes, like, the process of a Dalmatian running into a burning building to find a baby and save it, and you come back out smoldering and half alive, and you're like, here we go, did I save the baby? No, it's a loaf of bread. It goes back in, it comes out on fire. It's like, how are you still alive? Is this the baby? Well, it was. Well, good job. Whatever. You tried. Good job, sport. Maybe record some of this. Like, just clip some of the shit out. Just put it on R going to hell for this.
Right.
And if you guys don't know, or haven't known us from Spark Rides, we are huge Redditors.
Oh,
we
yes.
will touch your stuff on the Reddits. All day.
You don't even have to ask.
We'll just find it. Be like,
Do it.
oh, it's that Spark Rising stuff from John. Sweet. Fondle the shit out of it. Get it to the front page. Or scare people off. Whichever one happens first.
So I killed a few spiders. That was interesting.
Yeah, and those egg sacs in the center that he murdered, they're not like a spider's nest. It's like an egg sac. Sometimes when you break a two-pronged one, it'll drop a new egg sac that you can keep and like use later to plant one nearby to harvest for spider insect. And here's a wormhole. Let's go in the wormhole.
Okay.
Wormholes are essentially like a magical space wormhole. There's one way. It's a two-directional tube that just goes to 2 places. It doesn't like randomize or anything.
Oh, this one
And we
moved
are
me
way
really
the fuck
far
away. Let's remember where this one is. So, you can basically it was just something they put in to kind of help people if they were having trouble finding like a particular biome. It was just a way for them to like continue randomizing the same way, but offer you like this wormhole to punch you across long distances. They're also kind of a bit shit in that they can, like, drop you off 10 feet away, just over some water or something stupid. And unlike the space variety, they do not come complete with a Morgan Freeman mixtape, unfortunately, as much as I would love that. Damn it, Morgan Freeman, why haven't you volunteered to do voiceovers in the wormhole for this freaking game yet, you bastard? You and Stephen Hawking.
Be the best game ever.
Oh my god, and you could just say it was Stephen Hawking's voice. You didn't even need to say it's Stephen Hawking. Because, like, what is Stephen Hawking's voice besides, like, a generic voice recording that I'm pretty sure is legally owned by, like, a shit ton of company? What a crappy book on tape that would make. Like, Stephen Hawking reads to you his newest book. Takes, like, 12 hours to do a chapter. It's amazing. What an age we live in.
Okay, time to run back home. My buddies want to eat them.
They're so delicious and made of red, delicious, meaty parts. Oh, gonna murder the shit out of them. Alright, so after we make it back to camp, we will make some frog-related foods. What did I say the frogs were? Frog legs. Just, like, there's really only one thing you make with frog legs. Do you have any veggies? Just dump some frog legs in with, like, a veggie, and then just dump whatever else in with it. You can, like, 2 meaty bits. So put some, like, butterfly. Let me see what butterfly wings make. We can store that for later. You can pre-make, food and hang on to it, but on the whole, you want to wait off, because it'll reset some of, like, the decaying factor. And if you've noticed, like, each piece of food has a green background that kind of, like, the green goes down after a while. That's its health bar. If it decays long enough, it'll turn into, like, a pile of rot. So just 1 frog leg. And then put in, like, a vegetable, and then, like, 2 of anything else. Just 2 of the meat. Don't put the butterfly wings in there. Just use another meat. Butterfly wings will make a muffin out of.
Ooh, muffins.
Yeah, it's a muffin with butterfly wings sticking out of it. It's probably like the most morbid thing you could ever take to your daughter's tea party. Would that just be amazing? You could, like, you get one of those animatronic butterfly wings and stick it in like a cupcake, and it only activates when it gets moved. Wouldn't that just be horrifying as a child? You're going to eat a cupcake and then it wriggles, and you're just like, oh my god, it's alive, Daddy! What did you do? I thought it was fake and edible. Well, technically it is edible, sweetie. Just eat it before it escapes. That's why it's probably a good thing I don't have kids yet.
A Froggle Bunwich. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's got the legs popping out. Oh, it's so cool. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, get some fucking food on the fire, though. Fire now.
That was almost terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, he had some leeway there, but eventually the thing would have touched the shit out of you. That actually restored a lot of health. They increased that. So add a piece of meat and that butterfly wing. Get rid of the Get one of those and add add the butterfly wing. Actually, hold on. Let me check. Let me check. No meat. Do you have any extra? Do you have any extra veggie?
I do.
Okay. We'll make a muffin. You'd imagine like sugar would be involved. You can put it in anywhere. It doesn't need to be at the top.
Oh.
The order doesn't really matter, from what I'm told.
Wow, that was really short.
Yeah, nights are getting ridiculously short. You probably don't even need to waste that much wood. And those firefly things are brand new. That's all like underground shit. So after we check out this muffin, next time we're gonna go try and find some robots to piss off. And yes, I do mean robots to piss off. So remember, we love it when you like and subscribe to the channel, because otherwise, like attention whores, we will shrivel up and die. And we also love commentary. And there it is! There it is, the muffin.
It's beautiful.
Oh my god, it's majestic
I'm gonna
and
eat it.
horrifying.
Oh, that was satisfying.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Almost as satisfying if you subscribe to the channel. Make me
I know,
happy.
right? We love you forever, because we're your buds. We're fantastic, and you'll get to see more of this crap. And it's delicious. Bye-bye!
Bye, guys.